chat so I can see what people commenting.
All right, we are live. Peace, peace, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Um, Hopefully everybody's evening is doing well. This class will be very, 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 very exciting with a lot of information that's going to help financially. That I know a lot of people are like, brothers, I need to make money. Well, I need to man. You really need to manage your energy. Is what it boils down to, right? So if you know how to manage your energy, you know how to manage your currency, your current, you'll be able to do a multitude of things. And these what these brothers, Minister Simeon, Chief Minister Yogi, are about to put down today. So I think we're live on IG. So IG, you already know the slides are not here; they're on YouTube. So I'm gonna let the brothers take it over, and then I'm gonna mute out.
That's it. Already. Let's get it. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Peace, family. Today, we're going to teach about the art of managing finances for a fulfilled life. I'm Chief Minister Kojo. I said Kojo. I'm Chief Minister Yogi.
And I'm Brother Simney. How's everyone doing today?
Yep. All right. So, today, we're going to go over managing finances. Overall, just managing your energy, too. So, basing this on cosmology, health, and finances, because I know in the nation right now, a lot of people are torn, between, managing their money, investing in themselves, you know, when our brothers drop great products, great supplements like She Wave Clinic, like Aboriginal Medical Association. I know you are all torn between, all right, do I invest in this right now? Do I get this supplement? Or do I go to this event? Do I do this? And then you get stressed out. And what do people do? They do neither one. And then they buy some BS. That's what people do. And so this presentation is going to be great. We're going to go over, it's, it may seem basic in a sense, but it's actually important. And people don't do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do it. I wasn't doing it at one point. I'm a seven of diamonds. $7, the most important thing about the $7 is we have to manage our money because we could get to a feeling where the money is always going out the door. Was there anything you wanted to add, Sydney, before I...
Hey, you said it best. I know one thing, especially during this fast, I've been using some of She Wave Clinic's products, so it's getting me through. It's getting me going. And I know we got some stuff from Aboriginal Medical Association coming through. So yeah, just exactly what the brother said. Balancing, managing finances, it actually helps you in an array of things. And I mean, as you can see, we have it on the screen here, but I know it's a topic that was touched on prior to, and we're bringing it back just because it's that important, especially in times like these. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first thing we're going to go over is financial security. Financial security. So, emergency fund, budgeting, and debt reduction. Now, you may ask, all right, why is Chief Minister Yogi, Chief Minister of Cosmology, talking about this? Ain't he going to add in the cosmology, the cards? Yeah, I'm going to add in all of those great things. But before the cards comes our willpower. Our willpower comes way before the cards. And so financial security, Kojo Hawaii Region 6 has been dropping videos about financial security for a while now. And how do you secure your finances? One, I'm talking to the people in honor in the nation. when you get your first business, are you opening up your bank account that secures you from garnishing wages and tax liens? And
Hold
look,
on,
this is real.
hold on,
I'm,
hold on. I have to add something to that.
oh, go ahead, guy. You got it. You got it.
Okay, so the reason why he's mentioned that is the first step. That's the first thing you get as a national. And a lot of y'all, when time comes, when somebody's about to garnish child support, IRS, then you want to try to figure out, oh, hey, brother Kojo, can you help me with the bank account? There's a whole video, and you won't watch it.
Right.
And I'm gonna mute out.
right, right. But that is facts. Like people, and look, I'm gonna give y'all the look. I used to be that same when I was 21. I came in the nation when I was 21. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Be honest. But as I've grown, I noticed things, and when I did accomplish it, I realized like, look, you got to walk into these situations with confidence and knowing that, look, these brothers are jurors, a new juror society, our chief. They put it all in the book. They put all of the information out there. So to secure your finances, one, are you opening up the bank account? And then two, are you actually putting money into the savings? You know the joke with Kevin Hart. My checking, how my savings and checking work. I can only put in. Y'all get to that. You know what I mean? So are you actually securing your finances? And then you might ask, I thought this was gonna be cosmology too. All right, so are you securing your thoughts? Because I can add in the real bodybuilding. How does the real bodybuilding play into financial security? If your first thought is to always think of the past and everything you messed up, then you are already creating the future for more mistakes. And you're not focused on the present no more. You're focused on the past. Your past, stress, anxiety, depression. You have to change your thought patterns. And it's actually important when it comes to financial security. So when you go into the bank and the first thing you think is, oh man, it's a white person I got to deal with. Man, I know he ain't gonna go. I know they gonna try to give me the run around. You already manifesting what might not even happen. And then when they put the ball in your court, you done created so much stress in your mind that now you can't even answer the simple questions that they're given. So yes, the first thing, financial security in terms of honor, are you opening up your business bank account, and are you managing your thoughts, your stress? Are you doing your 3 obligation meditations a day to reduce stress? That way, when you walk into these situations, you're able to approach it and know that as long as I'm within the legal rights, I know I can always remedy any situation that should come about.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, I could kind of share like real quick a brief experience because I mean I set mine up probably about 3 years ago, and I went to Wells Fargo. It was interesting because it's exactly like Brother Yogi said. It's a white woman, and in my mind, I was just like, it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, if you think about it, you set the appointment up so they know what you're there for. It's just a matter of making sure you have all your documents. And a lot of times when you have what you need, which Arna provides and gives you, the jurors are supposed to give you everything that you need. So once you get everything that you need, you go, you take it to them. And it's just a matter of standing on your square from there. Because at the end of the day, I mean, every question that was asked, I was able to answer it. It was like, what is this? I want to open up an unincorporated association, and just went from there. And hey, next thing you know, I have Simni Islam Amaru Estates. And, anytime I get paid, it's where I send my money to. And I've been good for the past 3 years now. So, I mean, that's most important. Another thing to kind of touch on, I know me, I have a family. I have 2 children, baby girl on the way. So, soon to be 3. Budgeting emergency funds, all that is very important. So like you said, that financial security, it goes a long way. And I know, like, for me, to also piggyback off of what Brother Yogi mentioned, the way I like to think of things, your thoughts, you usually eventually start speaking. And then once you speak them, it becomes a reality. So again, like he mentioned earlier, if you going in there nervous, your words are going to show that nervousness because you're already thinking that way. And then next steps to follow is, oh, I'm sweating or I'm shaking. You just, it shows reality setting in. And then it's just like, man, what's going on here? Some people have anxiety attacks. I'm not gonna lie, I just finished watching Inside Out too. And that was the whole premise of the movie, anxiety. So at the end of the day, it's just kind of like your thoughts, like Brother Yogi mentioned, it does carry you. And then speak that confidence to kind of keep building that in, and it eventually becomes your reality.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A quick question: how important was that to like read your documents though before going into this?
It was the most important, just for the simple fact that I laughed because the lady asked questions, and then she was just shocked on how I was answering the questions. And she would go in the back, kind of like go get her manager or like go get other people. Some other guy came up. So you're indigenous, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I met a native before and he did this and did that. And, unfortunately, is one of those other indigenous that we don't even call indigenous. They're more native, $5 to be exact. But he was telling me that story and I was just listening, shaking my head like, yeah, okay, that's interesting to know. And I guess a question that she thought she would stomp me on because I had knowledge of how a notary works, especially representing Secretary of State. She thought she would stomp me on that, and it was just a matter of, hey, that's what a notary is. It's a representation of the Secretary of State. So just staying confident.
Right.
Those documents help though, and you have to know what it is that it is that you have right there in front of you, because they're gonna ask. They're not gonna read it. You might have some that want to look at it word for word, but they're not gonna read it.
Yeah, same for me. Just reading those documents, and I called. I was like, okay, this bank trying to get me, like the physical bank was trying to get me to run around. I was like, you know what? Let me just call. I think some people forget like that. Like you could call like the Bank of America, and like what I did, I called them. I was like, well, look, I don't register. We don't register with the Secretary of State. What documents can I bring? I wanted to see what her answer is going to be, to see her knowledge. And she said the exact documents that Honor already provides us anyway, which is the minute meetings. She said, oh, yeah, you can use the minute meetings. And then, yeah, they can use it. I was like, yeah, I already knew that. Okay. I just needed to confirm. And then you could do it over. So I guess I might give a bank tip, the gym too. They could do it over the phone too, And so she was like, yeah, just scan in all your documents, scan in so you can email it. I was like, all right, cool. So so sometimes I do understand, like, you get to the physical banks and they're gonna give you the run around, then you 2-3 weeks out, you like, man, still. And then I know how people think. I know energies of cosmology. You got certain polarities, misnomer zodiacs that are what you call cardinal signs, right? And so cardinal signs, they'll start it, but eventually it'll start to linger off, and then they get disappointment after disappointment, and then they say, I ain't gonna deal with this. I'm just I'm just gonna open up a regular checking account. And then they gonna call Kojo 3 months later talking about my wages getting garnished. It's like, look, should have just stuck to it. Sometimes you just gotta stick to it and just, that persistence and that perseverance. That's our greatest talent in nature. So, but yeah, reading those documents was definitely important. You know what I mean? Because it gave me the answer. It gave me the answer to answer their question each time. So I hope that helps with anybody who's opened up that bank account. So, but that's the first step, right? You come to Honor, you open up your business bank account, right? So, all right, we gonna call this person. We're gonna call him Little Walk. Little Walk has opened up his business bank account properly now. So now we go to reducing stress, the impact of financial stress. You look at the world, you come into Honor, it's a beautiful sighting. We got all type of new supplements out. We got Immune Theos, we got the Red Rising Phoenix, we got business bank accounts that we can open up, more businesses. We got, debt we need to get rid of. And all along, you're this person in the middle and you feel overwhelmed right now because you come from the conscious community and they health is wealth, wealth is health, and then black power, and then the Hebrew Israelites read, brother, and so you got all this information, that you overloaded with information, you don't even know where to start, and then you see the events coming. And what we do have the Ramadan coming up this December, so please prepare for it. It's coming up in December. We celebrate it each year, and that's coming up. And we also have the powwow coming up in April as well. But so all these events, and you feel stressed. You're like, man, y'all don't know what to do. I don't know what to invest in first. And what I gotta tell you is baby steps. It's little by little. Look, I know you ain't got a 5,000 to drop right now to get everything. We understand that. But look, telling yourself and not getting nothing at all is worse than getting at least one thing. Just starting with one. Because that's what people do. You get so stressed and then you just spend it on shoes. I know how you think. I know what you do. I used to do it too. I'm a 7 of diamonds. I be like, I don't know what to get, so I'm just gonna get this.
Not spend it on shoes.
They gonna spend it on shoes. They go.
It's a sad reality. I got two.
Okay, that's right. So the baby steps, right? So they could go to a free event in October, right? That literally be the first step.
I'm glad you brought that up. We literally have October 19th, we have the Arkansas Swing Tour coming up, which we will go over tax exemption, honor, the Constitution, our indigenous heritage, all of these great things, and it's free. I know indigenous people, you like the word free. It is free. It's coming up October the 19th, and you can attend this event and you can begin those baby steps anyway, initiate you into the minds of our nation and how we solve problems properly. So we got this. Lil Walk got his bank account, and Lil Walk is about to attend his first event, and it's free, right? And so you still wonder, okay, what else do I need to do to reduce stress? I told you already, it starts with your thoughts first. Once you put into your thought that you can heal, you're already at least 85% healed. We just have to add in the other 15% of the supplements and the other financial strengths we can add to as a collective. So you add in, you got your business bank account, you attended an event. Now you look at Yogi, you look at Kojo, you look at Sim, and you say, brothers, what about the port striking? What about the chemical explosions? What about this and that? And I say, okay, well, if you open up your business bank account, I'm a 9 of spades. Kojo a 10 of spades, 70 a 7 of spades. We got spade energy. We work. That's what we do when we open up a business bank account. Brother, I'm sorry. We got to do what we got to do. If you work a 10-hour shift and you still got a business that you need to work on, then you got to figure out how to dedicate at least an hour to other 3 hours to put your dreams and build that up. It's the energy. And so now you start to correspond with the supplements. Because She-Wave Clinic, Aboriginal Medical Association, they sell supplements to help you properly detox the body as well as rejuvenate so you can start to have more energy for the people who work 10-hour shifts, etc. Then you say, okay, I'm doing that work 10 hours. I put, my energy into my business. I dedicate an hour, 3 hours to make sure I'm working on my dreams too as well, right? Now I'm gonna tell you it's baby steps. It may still sound overwhelming, but I'm telling you, these things help. Now I'm telling you, you need to meditate. And we still on reducing stress. I have not left off reducing stress. It is still important to building up your finances. Because now, if we break down the day, it's 24 hours in a day. If it's 24 hours a day, you work 10 of those hours, right? You probably sleep, what, 5 to 6 hours, right? But sometimes as men, because the men are the ones who plant the flag, we may have to sacrifice at least those 6 hours. Say, all right, I can only get 4 hours today. I can only get 3 hours. You got to do these things. You got to sacrifice too. It's called a gamble for a reason.
Hold on, man. Nobody likes taking risks. So how do you talk to people like that? They just chicken little, man. Man, sky fucking falling.
So, people who don't like to take gambles, I'm gonna tell you a story about Lil Jimmy. Lil Jimmy never wanted to take gambles. Lil Jimmy had all the knowledge in the world. He knew how to make all the supplements. He knew how to make the entheogen drinks. But Lil Jimmy was afraid. Lil Jimmy decided, he was always searching for new information. He never wanted to actually just get started. Well, I'm telling you, it don't matter when you start. You're gonna fail. And why not get the failure over with early versus waiting 3 years later to fail at the same starting result that you could have got over at the beginning? So you gotta take risks. Now I ain't telling you to bet it all on black. I ain't telling you to bet your mortgage, your car note, and everything on one thing. That's not what we promoted. But what I'm telling you is, if you never start, then you'll never know where you could go. I'll give you a story of Amaru Namataka Ali, our current chief of honor. He started off selling tea bags of supplements. And then he created the Indigenous Food Science book. That book was completely wrong. And that was okay. Because what did he do? He came later out with Healing Thyself Too, which is a powerful book. But if he never gambled with those first things, that first set of information, he wouldn't be at where he is today. So I'm telling you, you're going to look up, you're going to blink. And if you get started, I'm telling you, by the time you look up, you already at the finish line. And you can already make the corrections. The thing is, y'all don't understand what perfection is. Y'all think y'all look to make something perfect, but perfection is just a result of something. Whether it's the result you wanted or not, perfection is an output, it's the result. You have to create the cause though. So once you get an effect that you quite didn't want to see, then you go back to the formula, you go back to the mathematics, and you say, okay, I didn't carry the 2. Let me carry the 2 this time. And then you do it again over again. But if you're not gonna, I know y'all see me swatting. I'm outside. I'm sorry. It's a lot of insects. But if you don't get started, for the people who don't want to gamble, I'm telling you, have to gamble. And I'm saying even with your money, and this is also finance, even with the money, because it's people who are for Adamas. For Adamas' dysfunctional side is they are very overly frugal with money too. And what happens when you overly frugal with money? There's a lot of stories out there. You got people who say, man, I had an investment in the stock and it was at $1 something, and I ain't want to put the money into it because I just ain't know where it's gonna go. And then the stock goes up $4, $5, and you looking back a year later like, man, if only I put that $100 bill in there. If only I put that. So that's the cost of when you're overly frugal. Like we said, I'm not telling you to bet it all, but being versatile with your finances too, it helps. And you got to take, I know a lot of people, and you could go to Master the Elements or Wake.fun and learn your birth chart. A lot of you are missing fire energy, which is that willpower, which is that work energy, that spade energy. And what I'm telling you, you have to work. You got to go to break it down in last Thursday class. Getting gigs, doing DoorDash, Uber, doing Upwork. If you think we not doing, I signed up right after I watched this video. I signed up for Upwork and I put in like 5 proposals. I was like, no, he right. Let me put in 5 proposals in relation to what I do. I do life coaching and things of that nature. And so I was putting those proposals. But you got to do it. Anything you wanted to add, Sam? No, no, going on. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, no, you good, brother. You said it best. One thing I will add is those L's, as people like to call it. They really lessons, because I'm one that's learned a lot of lessons from having a lot of businesses, and each time we do something differently, we do it better. I done had a clothing business, manage an artist, attempt a marketing company. Like I've done a few gigs, if you will, but like you said, I'm a spade. I got spade energy all in me, so I gotta work. Like I have to. But I'm not gonna lie, I see the fruits of my labor. I do. My children don't never have to want. There's food on the table, and my children greedy. Like they eat. So at the end of the day, I gotta work. But that reducing stress, I meditate. Literally, first thing I do when I wake up, I'm meditating. And I let the world know. If I didn't meditate, you'll know. You'll know. Because that spade energy, we know the adverse side of the work, and just the fact that it's fire. I'm burning everybody in front of me. So, but I meditate. I make sure I do it at least. I get two times a day. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to get 3, but I for sure get 2 in. So at the end of the day, for me, that the Entheogens, brother Kojo, I ain't forgot. I'm still gonna buy that Blue Lotus you got on that site. But
Yes, sir.
that helps with reducing stress. And then, like y'all see the couple in the picture, eating the proper foods and putting the proper foods in your body, like that helps out a lot. Most people, when they stress, they start just snacking and eating terrible. And what a lot of people don't realize is that's playing an effect on your psychology as well, what you putting into your body. So making sure you're eating the proper foods helps out, especially with reducing stress.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most definitely. And then we get to the point of, okay, Lil Walk is reducing his stress. He's meditating as best as he can, right? Because I agree. Like, you know, one thing I learned from Ali is that you can't force the meditation. Happiness is health too, as well. And so you don't want to force meditation. If you miss the sunrise, it's okay. The point of the meditation too is also for breath work as well. So even if you miss the sunrise, the time you do wake up, just take time to work on your breath, etc. Because that inhale, exhale brings down the cortisol levels. And so then we get to setting the financial goals. And that's something that people miss a lot, setting the financial goals, especially when you are, I would say, an odd number card. When you're 7 diamonds, 7, 5 spades, 5 of diamonds, etc. Because those odd number cards are more spontaneous in nature and lack more focus than the even number cards. So setting your financial goals, you have to, once you get your business bank account, once you start meditating, now you got to see where the money going to. Because Let me tell you, like I said, I'm being real. Let me tell you something. Planet Fitness has been trying to get my money for several months now. You know, I done already found the new gym. I don't know what it is. I think Planet Fitness is working some type of ritual or hypnosis where I just, for whatever reason, I just never went up there and just canceled the membership. So you gotta know where the money's going too, because we got a lot of people do this. Y'all need to be honest. Y'all got a lot of apps that y'all don't use that's getting y'all money right now. You got Hulu. You ain't watch Hulu in 3 months. You done went to Netflix and you pay Netflix and Hulu. They just making money. So you gotta know where the money going. So each week, each month, each year, you need to set your financial goals as well as your budget too. Okay, is the money going here? That way you can prepare to pay for all these things, especially your dues, because dues is here. It's October. We got to November to pay y'all dues. We had all year to budget. We've been talking about it for a year, and we know to set that. We already knew to set that goal. But
For
if you
those
don't
who,
know where your money's going, oh, go ahead, guy. I'm
no, I
sorry.
said, for those who don't know, honorgovernment.org is where you go pay your dues.
Yes, yes. Our honorgovernment.org is where you go to pay your dues. But if you don't know where your money going, Planet Fitness done got that 360. He done took the late fee, the $55. So now you ain't got the 360 to pay. So I'll give y'all just an example, but those type of things happen when you don't actually set the goals and actually budget out your money as well as setting financial goals. Now I talked about our spade work. You know, you got certain people with a lot of fire energy, a lot of spade energy who know they have to work. Now you probably ask yourself, well, Yogi, what if I don't have the spade energy? Okay, let's say you're a club energy, right? Let's say you're a king of clubs. You got something that I don't have. I don't have a lot of club energy. You have the skills to master knowledge faster than anyone. So you could place yourself in Coursera free courses and pick up quite a lot of skills because of your energy to be able to consume a lot of information too. And so for all the people, all the indigenous people in the Aboriginal Republic of North America, we have to place ourselves in these courses too to pick up skills as you setting those financial goals, because those skills are going to turn into money eventually, and you have to learn to get out your comfort zone. I had a client who I was doing a birth chart reading for, and they was triple air. They had nothing but air in their birth chart. And they said, and I always ask a question, I said, do you see yourself as more of social and energetic, isolated and relaxed? And they say isolated and relaxed. And I said, that's not right. Something going, you got a lot of clubs, you a queen of clubs, you got a lot of air energy. So what do I need to do? I need you to take them out there, what they created to be a comfort zone, because what happens is people create comfort zones, and those comfort zones are based off of the mixing of dopamine and stress. And I gave her homework. I said, okay, every 2 weeks, I need you to write your thoughts on paper. I need you to post it to Instagram for the people to consume. Because I need you to start coming out of your comfort zone. How does that relate to the finances and the courses? I need you all to start coming out of your comfort zone. A lot of you have a certain chart set up that makes you good for farming, makes you good for electrical, work, plumbing, all of the other technical skills that you could use. But you gotta come out your comfort zone. You gotta place yourself in it. That's your home. That's my homework to the people. Go on Coursera and sign up for your first course for this month, because you need those courses. We got a lot of Manuka honey. I always give this example. Manuka honey is no lower than about $45 on Amazon. It goes up to 100. It's probably high. You may find some deals, but it goes up to 145. There's a lot of people, sisters, I be seeing y'all on the internet, you one with nature, you got bees crawling up on you, but none of y'all are beekeeping. Why is that? That's a market that you could get into, that you could make money just by beekeeping, selling honey. And a lot of y'all already claim to be interacting with nature on that type of level. So skills are important, honing in on what you're good at. And like I said, you can get a birth chart reading from Master the Elements or Wake.fun, or any other cosmologist out there in the nature. You can get that reading. That way you can start to learn yourself and build those skills up. Did you want to? Yeah.
Hey, brother, you hit that one out the park. I ain't got nothing. Got nothing on that one.
Anything you wanted to add, Minister Kojo?
I think the big thing that most people get anxious about is, I don't know what the future looks like. But you can know what the future looks like if you get a birth reading or a birth chart reading, right? So that'll literally eliminate all the unknown factors that you may be worried about with running a particular business or taking a particular venture. You at least will have some type of awareness. So that way you can make that into a present reality, right? So that's what people just have to really, that's the cheat code. Right. Chief has said that before. Like, that's literally the cheat code. That's why whenever things be rolling out, I'm like, I am not surprised what's happening. So that's all. I just stay quiet. Everybody's like, oh wow, oh my God. Like, do you believe that just happened? I'm like, already saying
it. Yeah. That's real talk though. Like that's our cheat code. Like I know exactly when not to spend money. I'll be like, whoo, let me not try to invest on this day, because those energies ain't lining up quite right. You know what I mean? Just give an example what he means, especially when it comes to business. If I catch you and you're on a 9 of diamonds and 9 of hearts day, is like, look, that and something. Look, you may invest, but it may be some disappointment in that day. And so on those type of days, it's like, nah, you don't want to do that. Look, just kind of chill for that day, complete what you already have, but don't start nothing new financially, because it may not go the way you want it to go.
And it's kind of like the sister said in the chat, Sister Mia mentioned, I mean, you can use those charts and plates to actually create a plan. I know, like, for me personally, since I've learned cosmology, I get it from my wife mainly because she introduced me to it, but literally set a schedule out. Like, I look at my weekly chart, look at, okay, what's gonna happen on this day possibly, and I go from there. Like, I could look at what's gonna happen 2 weeks from now and how to approach it. Oh, I know I got this meeting with the vice president of the company. Cool. What's that day look like? Oh man, I wonder if that's his card or if that's the energy. Like, the cards tell you all that. It's like, truth be told, the little secret I can give y'all, I'm on my 10 of clubs day today. Anybody that knows what a 10 of clubs is, it's public speaking. Here I am, public speaking today. So, I mean, the cards, it tell you a lot more than you want to know. And it's all about you being ready for it. So create that plan. Come check this out. Any of the three of us could give you a reading and let you know.
Already. And so, so the effects on health and psychology. So, people, come to honor, they have a great starting point, right? The people, they start their business bank account, they got their businesses registered, they start to buy the supplements, they attended a couple of events, they knee deep in the game in honor, right? And then certain things start to happen. floods, hurricanes, port strikes that leaves aisles of grocery stores empty. And then that person look at his money, and he was making money, but he didn't do the part where we say you supposed to budget, you supposed to know where your money going. And so now these emergencies coming out. The water pipe broke under at the house. He gotta fix that. He don't know how to fix it, so he gotta pay somebody to fix it. That's $1,500. The port strike happened. Ain't no food. He don't grow his own food. He gotta go to the whatever. He gotta spend extra. He ain't prepared for that. When you prepare and use the charts, like Coach Jones said, he said, the charts will tell you when major events are coming up. So now you need to look at it and say, okay, does my bank account reflect for the outcome of the economy that is to come? And then you look around and you not prepared. And so now, what do you need to do? Now I'm talking about all the things. I'm talking about debt, lowering your debt too as well. This is what our jurist does. Cause y'all asked, we said you got to eat the right things. Sammy gave you the formula. He said, look, when I eat the right things, you get more energy, you work, it's food on the table for children. So you was eating the right things, little by little too. We understand that. So our budget may not be able to buy the 200 supplement right away, but if you do it little by little, start to incorporate taking out certain foods in your diet, you'll notice your health start to increase. Then you got to create the plan for the emergency too as well. So the emergency is, okay, you got to put money away, but you got to do it strategically. And I ain't about to go over everything. Coach already did about 300 videos of where you should place your money at. So we just going to send a link to y'all. We ain't going to, just go straight into it. But you could place your money in certain structure financial institutions that also assist in building up your money. Just to give us, I guess I give one example, like crypto. Coach always talking about that good crypto. And I'll be like, yo, let me make sure I put a couple of dollars in that direction, because it's gonna sit there and you got the potential to build up your money. And of course it had to be something that you're not afraid to lose. I'm tying everything in. I'm tying in to the people who are afraid to gamble, people who are afraid to put things in. Like, look, it got to be an amount that you're willing to lose too as well. So you prepare your finances, you get in your birth chart. So just go to beginning, open a bank account. You got your birth chart reading. You know what course you want to go into. Now you coming from the United States, you probably got certain debts, student loan debts, etc. Okay. This is what our jurist is for. That's what I'm gonna tell you. This is what our jurist is for. And I'm sorry, we are building a nation, and it takes money. Oh, go ahead. You want to add something?
There was one thing I wanted to add when you were talking about the bank accounts, right? Mm-hmm. I know everybody's like, man, could you let this go? No. Who has Bank of America? I done told y'all, do not mess with them. There was one of those companies I told y'all not to mess with, Bank of America and Chase. Some of y'all are still fooling. Now some people, I'm not saying people aren't, but people have accounts that say zero, right? They were having a little glitch. That's what they said, But it's like, okay, so what if that was all where your money was at? Did you not open up another account somewhere else or another place where you were diversified in case weird stuff like that happens? The reason why we talk about crypto and stuff like this is to diversify in case something does happen. That's why we talk about that. Anyway, you got it.
And I mean, it's like Brother Yogi mentioned, it's thousands of videos. Like, you have the Hawaii Region 6 media channel, and then you also got Aboriginal Global Media. And I mean, truth be told, before I actually took the cosmology course, that was my university. I was studying Chiefs videos when I actually got in Arna and I started attending these classes. Like I watch these videos religiously. Like I'm sitting there listening to them in the background, taking notes. Like, man, I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna look into that research. And I mean, I've always been big on the stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I mean, that goes back to planning. So I mean, at the end of the day, like Brother Yogi mentioned, it's baby steps. It is baby steps. But once you actually get walking, because I know like my children, once they started stepping, they started walking like instantly, like they've been doing it all their lives. So from there, that's what you gotta eventually start doing. You ain't always gonna be baby. Eventually you're gonna have to start coming into your own and figuring it out. And I mean, you know, even if you don't do a yearly reading, just get a week reading. Like look into just yourself. Like look at your cards. Brother Kojo and Brother Yogi has given plenty of videos of the formula and how to do it to where you can get your main 3 cards for free, at least. At least. Having those 3 take you so it could do so much for you. You can just simply go in and get a quick 15-minute consultation. Hey, these are my 3 cards. Can you tell me this? And it can help you out. So I mean, at the end of the day, there's opportunities and those videos are there to check out. But that planning and making sure you have a budget and sticking to it, it goes a long way. It'll keep that anxiety low. It'll keep that depression low. And I mean, the one thing about health, because I get Brother Yogi what he mentioned, but I always like to put it like this: you rather spend that money now, or you rather spend it later? Cause you gonna spend it later for sure. Like that's gonna come out. You ain't want to do it on the front end food wise, so now you spending all that money, hospital and all kinds of medicines and all that other stuff. You spending it later for sure, versus taking care of yourself now. And now you have that extra money for. I know for me, in the way I'm thinking, if something was to happen, like a hurricane or you know some kind of natural disaster, and my family's in trouble, because I took care of myself on the front end, I'm able to take care of my family on the back end too. So, I mean, you got to start thinking of things like that as well. You rather spend that money now or you rather spend it later?
Ooh, man, that's powerful. I tell people all the time, when I first joined Honor, I went broke buying all those courses. I bought hey, look, I ain't had a dollar to my name, but I had every course that was out there. And now I'm able to implement every course to make that money back plus more. With the food too, food included too, all the supplements, I went broke. So you definitely right as far as spending it now versus waiting later. It's the same concept as, look, you waiting on your business, you afraid to fail in your first week, your first day of, putting out your business. You either gonna fail now or you're gonna fail later. But it's best to just get it out the way. You know what I mean? Um, Lower anxiety and depression. So after you establish all these things, you got your business bank account, you got your business that you're running, of course, with your strategic 9 to 5. That way you can have, income coming in constantly, right? Now you got to think about your creativity too, as well. I always tell people this: leisure time has the possibility. We deal with the law of possibilities in cosmology. It's the first thing we learn. Law of possibilities. Leisure time always has the possibility to become an economic house for you, depending on what you're doing during that leisure time. I always give this example. Ali used to do music just to teach his children. It was for leisure. He was doing it for fun. And then now he has 2, 3 albums out that's making income. passively for him, as he works his skills and his business that he actually wants to work. So you have to, you know, also think about the creative avenues you want to jump into. Not only do they help, creatively as far as economic, it also helps. It builds up brain plasticity. It builds up neuromelanin. As you learn new skills, the more your intelligence increase, literally. So, and like Simony said, you want to spend the money as far as your health. You want to spend the money now versus waiting later.
Just think of it as an investment, y'all. Like literally, like it's an investment for now, for later. I know some people may think that it's like it's a big thing, but it's like, man, imagine not investing in your health for like 40 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get hit by like all kinds of diseases. You at the bottom of the night. You in the hospital, stage 4, and you call Aboriginal Medical Association to like get you out. Like, what we gonna do? I mean, we can do our best, but it's just like, what are we really about to do? You neglected for 40 years, and now you in a jam. So it's literally just an investment. I mean, yes, you're gonna have to give a portion of your energy. That's the whole point. Like the reason why you go bankrupt is because you did not know how to manage your energy properly. Like if somebody asked you, hey brother, can I have like $10? Some of y'all don't even have $10. Like that's how serious it is. And then I know you guys saying like the economy is getting interesting, but you got to tap in literally into the 3 diamonds to get creative. You got to get creative. Like the old ways of doing things, they dying out like dinosaurs. I'm just telling y'all, like the whole the longshoremen whole thing, they're complaining about what's happening, what we've been talking about, automation. Baby, everything's getting automated.
Right.
Trust me. Kojo he's not about to say, yeah, I could be a jurist for like 30 years and it's just manual. No, you know what I've been implementing? AI, okay? Because understand that is what's going to help assist. To think that it's just going to be me and that's the way I'm going to do, I'm going to type it like so proficient. Listen, man, if somebody can do it, I program it, it's private, boom, I ain't worried about it. So you have to innovate. That 3 of diamonds energy is really what we're all saying. That's how you stay ahead of the curve. If you talk to these brothers right here, they'll get you squared away. Like, some of y'all don't read the book of you. Y'all haven't even read y'all's own book of you. And that's what kills me because I'll be talking to y'all. I'll be like, what's your cards again? Oh, brother, I don't know. And I look on the phone, I'm like, why do I know your cards and you don't? So anyway, I'm gonna tap out.
That's facts. That's facts, God. And we gave y'all that video. We told y'all what's gonna happen to the United States. I told y'all. I said, look, they crown cards the 5 of diamonds. I said, look, it's about to be a lot of changes financially, technology-wise. I told y'all that in the video. And so he's right. We looking at it now, and the person's looking. He's like, ain't no workers. It's all automation. It's like, look, it was coming. We told y'all. We've been warning y'all. So now you got to use your energy to figure out how can I implement any of those avenues into what I have going on, or what can I do to get these free courses too that actually teaches you how to operate those machines, because they do need. It still has a back end to it that needs, monitoring, that needs programming, people to construct it, etc. So he said on the point, 3 of diamonds, you gotta get creative. You gotta start thinking outside of the box. You know what I mean? And you gotta learn. I give people example all the time. Don't be a blockbuster. Do not try not to innovate with society. They had a chance to get bought out by Netflix, but I don't know. Don't quote me on the but I think it's around at least 500, somewhere in that range of millions. They did it. Now Netflix is worth what it's worth. It started the streaming service. They didn't want to innovate. They got left behind. That's what happens. And so not only that, you have to bridge the gap between the and you got to listen to the people too. That's what I was coming to. Like I was just talking, like if you listen to the people, you can hear where innovation is needed and where nostalgia is needed too as well. You got to bridge the gap between both of those things. If you bridge it right, your business will be unlimited at what it can do.
The best businesses are always found where the problems are. If you could come up with a solution with any problem, that's where the money at. Each and every time. Each and every time.
So, improving overall health, better decision making. Most definitely. Look, I'm talking in terms of the cards. Better decision making. Goodness gracious. Look, y'all. One, I'm gonna tell you, live life with pure truth, pure honesty, and please think about your decisions you're making. What Kojo called on them gigavotes. Look,
Oh, yeah. You know them gigavotes, they flying. Okay.
they fly. Look, please make the people skills. Let me say people skills, honesty, truth, make the correct decision. Because it affects your wealth. It does affect your finances. Because look, we be reading our cards. I'm telling you, he told you, he said, look, we can read the cards for the future. So we know what's coming. So we don't even be surprised. We be like, I knew his card was there. He just made the wrong decision. Because it's not fate. We're not saying it's fate. It's definitely destiny. You have all of your birthright to create your destiny. If you don't make that right choice, it is a jaguar in the ethers that would chew you up and show you your integrity. And them gigavotes will get you. So please, and yes, it does go into finances because if you making incorrect decisions, if you're very impulsive with your decisions, like some people, like I used to listen to, you know, a lot of the conscious community people, and they're very inspiring. They very have the gift of gab, but they don't give you the proper protocols and organization and structure to go about leaving your job properly. A lot of people jump off of the wagon and they go into their business, and then their business don't do what they wanted to do, and then you back at a 9 to 5, but lower ends of a 9 to 5 because you left your job in a impulsive way. So you have to think about all of the decisions that you're making in this journey to peace and to complete indigenous autonomy. So we're giving you budgeting, stacking up your skills, knowing where your money is going, putting the proper food inside of your diet so you can always have the energy to put into other ideas. And lastly, unity, decision making, improving overall unity. Like I work with Kojo, I work with Sydney, we work in Hawaii Region 6. I also work with other teams. And we work in units. And that alleviates a lot of the pains normally you will have to do where it's like a bulk of money is only coming out from one person. But now if you work in unity, it's delegation where everybody can handle a certain task. And now the pressures of building a business out can be done more with ease, stress free when you become a unit. Anything y'all wanted to add, brothers?
One thing I will say, working with a team, and I mean, I got two of spades energy. That's my other, it's my other spade there. But that two, it usually means working partnerships, working in groups. That's where that 10 comes in. But I love a good partnership. I mean, me and my wife, we work so, like, that partnership so strong, but we have team meetings. Like, you treat it like a business. They tell you marriage is a business, marriage is a business. Yeah. So treat it like such. We have family meetings. We discuss, have a plan. We discuss that. I know I got a business meeting going on tomorrow. I have one typically every other Wednesday. So like it's working with groups because that group or that community can help you get to that next level to where you're not dealing with stress and having that high cortisol levels. Because especially when it's times of trouble, like this port strike, prime example. One household can have all the toilet paper in the world. Next household can have all the paper towels while you got the generator. The power go out, everybody come to your house with what they already got. But because they already spoken and have that teamwork or that connection, they already got a plan of where to go and what to do. So because they saw this or they listened to Kojo and Yogi earlier in the year, the beginning of the year, when they told us this information, you was already set. You already had everything. One thing I can laugh at, and I don't know if she's online or not, but my sister could tell you anytime water is needed, she can come to my house. I got all the water in the world. She knows that. So my sister in love, if she online, she'll tell you, "Hey, let me borrow some water." I don't know how you can borrow water, but at the end of the day, she knows she can come get some water. So, but it's teamwork. I mean, at the end of the day, getting with your peoples, your family, community, however you want to classify it, and making sure that things are in line, and it can help keep that stress down, making better decisions, and the improvement of quality of life is definitely there. So
That's facts. Like that's literally like if you can understand your or understand what your strengths are, you cultivate them. You have something that you bring to the table. You plan out accordingly. All right, now you start a family because really that's really what runs these worlds is families. I've told this before, and it's pretty true. Like families who are in accord, even if there's differences, they still know what the core purpose is. They're like, yo, I know you know your family. I don't know if anyone's there's like a show, and like they had these like meetings. And it was like dealing with like vampires or something. I forget the name of it. It was the one where I showed where the man was like his eyes was wide open and the girl was kissing. So listen, they were having meetings and they said, yo, such and such family is effing up the bag. We were supposed to get the book and they didn't follow protocol. And they said, is that true? And he was like, he basically was like, nah, man, that ain't true. He was lying through his teeth. He went outside of me. He said, I gotta take this phone call. Took his phone call. He said, yo, man, what the fuck is going on? So why am I bringing that up? Is because literally you have circles of families that hold each other accountable. If somebody's not following code, they're like, yo, we got word that you're not even following protocol. So planning, family, execution, coming to the table with something. Don't be a parasite leech. Really bring something of value. You know what I mean? Um, and I promise you, like you use cosmology, you eat well, you plan out the things you want to do, you take calculated risk. You'll see the rewards like all the time. Like if you can't bet on you, ain't nobody about to bet on you. I can give you the most encouragement words and I coddle you a little bit, but listen, it don't mean nothing if you don't bet on you, and that's truth. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all.
Ooh, guilty, guilty. Yo, I only got one point. One more point. It's a video that was dropped on Facebook by Ali, and it's talking about the goal of manifesting. Manifesting things quicker. And, person said something that made a lot of sense. He said we need to reverse the thoughts to word to deed paradigm. Meaning, if you desire abundance, then you need to be abundant. You need to do as abundant does. And so it caught my attention because, like I said, I'm very, I said, how can I apply this to cosmology, the cards? If you are a king of clubs, then you need to do as a king of clubs does. You need to teach, you need to master information, knowledge, you need to write. Remember, your future is your past already, and your present is your focus. So you need to move accordingly into what you already desire. So if you desire love, then you need to do as love does. If you desire to be abundant, you need to do as abundance does. If you desire to be your card, whether if it's the Queen of Hearts, you need to be love. You need to think about family. You need to move as that dynamic. If you're a Seven of Spades and you desire to be a master in the fields of cosmology, spirituality, then you need to operate in such desires. That is how you create your future, and your present is always your focus. That was my final thought.
No, that's good. That's really good. I think there was I'm always into that, like, metaphysics. It was astrology at one point, Chinese, now cosmology. Right? So, but there was a guy, Neville Goddard. He would always make a comment saying, act as if it's already happened, right? And there's been people who before him who've talked about this. It's literally the same thing. If you can see it in your mind, they call it the mind's eye, right? It's just basically your human imagination. If you can see what you want to bring forth, and then you really see it crystal clear, you'll bring whatever you're trying to bring into reality. So, like, I'll give you an easy exercise. Somebody comes to you and they say, "Hey, man, like, I don't feel so good. I'm not feeling well, and pray for me." When they say pray for you, or when they say pray for them, all you got to do to literally pray for them, go in your mind, see it in your own human imagination, and see them well. You talking to them, you high fiving them, you like, man, you ain't never looked any better, man. You looking great. You got to see this all in your mind. I know y'all like, man, some weird stuff that you just mentioned, brother. Like literally, if you think about it, this is what you all do on a daily basis. You create a whole scenario that didn't even happen. You're like, yeah, what if they laugh at me if I da. You in your imagination, that's just what you just did. And then you know what? It probably knew what happened. So the first step is like everything begins with thought. And that's literally what it says in all our books. Literally on a preamble. On the Constitution, the health books, the cosmology books. Like literally everything begins with a thought. So if you can see it in your human imagination, which is the form of what we call creating God, how do you want to address it? You can have everything at your disposal, and you can also help other people as well. You ain't got to be selfish. You can share that. You can share that energy with people, and it's very contagious, and it actually does work. But you really have to be convinced of what you saw was actually real, and that it happened. Not it's going to happen, but it already happened. Yes. Anyway,
Whew. You got one of that, brother Sammy?
Hey man, it's literally like I said earlier. If you think it, you eventually gonna speak it, and after you speak it, it's a reality. So I mean that all three of us said the same thing, just different kind of ways, and it's all the same. It starts with your thoughts. You got that together. You speak it. You gonna live it. So that's the reality of it. Brother Yogi, brother Kojo said it best.
So,
oh, we got a question. How you get in alignment?
how you get in alignment? Oh, that's good. I thought you added on. Okay, how you get in alignment? Okay, so I've been doing my salats. Well, it's many words, it's salats, but meditation, prayer. And so people don't think it's powerful. All right, so I'm gonna break it down very scientifically because I broke it down in the group chat with Simni and Sister Lazakia. You're doing your salats. I got this off a post on Ali when he do his they call rakats. I'm country. I probably ain't pronounce it right. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's called rakats. And so you stand, you say the Al Fatiha. In the nature and power of the self-created God, that's the Al Fatiha. The reason you're saying everything out loud, So when you bow, then you say a short. Oh, she said it's not a question, fam. I'm gonna answer it like it's a question anyway, because now I consider it a question. So when you bow, you say a short phrase, like an affirmation, basically out loud though. And then the prostration, head to earth, you visualize. You visualize what you want, In sunrise, we visualize what we want to manifest, right? And so the reason you're saying these things out loud is because sound is electricity. Sound is a creation of light. Sound is a creation of light. So when you say these things out loud, you are generating electricity and magnetism that is now in our Earth's magnetic field. So you say these things out loud, even when you think it, because you do have a field around you. So you think it, when you say it out loud, these things are entering our Earth's magnetic field. And so now you can manifest exactly what you have been saying. That is the power of salats, meditation, prayer, etc. When you do it correctly, along with the health too. The health is important too as well. So I hope I answered the question. That wasn't a question, but I consider it a question. That was a good question, sister. Nothing's a coincidence in the universe.
That's right.
Like she said, somebody may have needed it.
Sure.
Nah, it's funny because I know like with cosmology, a lot of people always ask me like, what is it and things of that nature, and I always just mention I'm like, because most people I interact with, they're either Christian or believe in the Bible some kind of way. So I always throw it to them like this. I'm like, it says in the Bible in the beginning God spoke, right? And they're like, yeah. So I'm like, so what is speaking? So once you explain speaking, that sound, literally like you said, that sound is now created that motion in the magnetic field. But now that the magnetic field is grasped at, your reality is beginning to be created. And you just think about, how they like to tell you things happen in the Bible. God spoke, 7 days later, earth is here. And that's literally the same with you creating everything for yourself. You had a thought, you spoke it, now it's a reality. And I mean, I know personally for me, it's been working for me for the longest. I tell everyone, which I told both of y'all brothers my story. 2017, depressed, sad. You could see it on me, my hair, all that other good stuff. I started meditating. Once I started meditating, something told me that I needed to propose to my wife. I was like, keep meditating. I kept meditating. But whatever that was that said I need to propose to my wife, it said that life will get better afterwards. I swear to you not. I proposed to her in September. And then that December, I had a job interview. January, I had a brand new job making double what I was making before. I was just like, wow, actually listen. So I just kept meditating and manifesting things. We got a car. We got 2 beautiful children now, about to have a third. So I know this stuff works. Participated, got more in Arna. Like literally, the more involved I got, the more emotion. Because once you stop moving, everything else stops too. But I kept that motion and everything flowing. And hey, I'm telling y'all, things be going great. So
It's
just what the brother telling you, he giving y'all gems.
it's great. It's great. And so, conclusion is, if y'all want financial readings, birth chart readings, yearly readings, weekly readings, you can go to mastertheelements.com or wake.fun. You get those readings so you can start to learn yourself. You can start to learn your strengths, your weaknesses, your abilities, your psychology. You know, sometimes we need homework. You know what I mean? When we reading our birth chart that we need to work on. And that's what I give out. I give out homework. I'm that teacher. I'm that teacher in the classroom. They be like, I already got my degree, so I don't need this. So when I give out homework, I expect it to be done. But appreciate you all, family. Anybody else have anything to add on?
I think there was something in the chat.
In the nature and the pride. That's the beginning line. I ain't say the full thing. I'll retweet it. I'll repost it on Facebook. You know, for people to read that the full Alpha PR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I mean, yeah. I think everybody should take this pretty seriously. Like, if you're not crystal clear on what you're doing, you don't have a plan. You need to get with these brothers, right? That gets you squared away where you can at least know. Okay, step one, I got my book. Step two, I need to know how to interpret it. So then you have to pay for another session, right? You know, and then you just keep investing, right? And then pretty soon you'll what is the I think it was I keep reiterating some things, but it's like brick by brick, right? And then eventually you'll have a wall, right? So all you gotta do is just continue to just build the foundation. If you have a proper foundation, I promise you that even if something does happen that results in a tornado, thunderstorm, hurricane, your foundation is solid. So house may be going away, but you still got the foundation, so you can just build it up again. Never be afraid to take an L or an attempt is a better word for it. If it didn't result in the way that you wanted to, where you planned it, it was a good attempt. You either readjust the plan or do something else that can get you to the same goal. The idea is that you just can't quit. Do not quit. Because when you quit, I know you be like, man, like everybody gonna be thinking about me. Man, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about you. Like that's the reality. I'm not gonna think about you. I'm gonna go to bed just fine. Yogi ain't gonna think about you. Emmy ain't gonna think about you. We gonna go to bed. We have our own problems and challenges to face the next day. So if you quit on you, that's literally on you, and that's literally a failure when you quit. So you can make adjustments. That's the whole point. But just don't be afraid to take a swing. I mean, I won't even step up to the plate. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. So anyway, I'm gonna say that for another day. But yeah, don't be afraid to take a swing. Anyway.
That's it. It's powerful. Hope y'all got some gems out there, y'all.
I said, hello, chat. Yo, what up? What up? What up? Peace.
It's the anybody have any questions or anything of that nature?
Hey, man. All right. Y'all ain't got no questions. Y'all want to do cosmology? Who? Okay, first of all, who signed up for the Speed Cosmo show? Like, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a segment one day that's literally just the Speed Cosmo show. And it'll be way better than, not even to compare, but it'll be way better than the popping the balloon BS that's going on, okay? That is just very defeating. It is not even right. You know, it's not even functional. It's very dysfunctional. Because people that haven't even spoken, then people is popping the balloon. Really? Is that how we anyway? So Speed Cosmo show, y'all. If you know you a single, you like, man, I'm trying to mingle with somebody in the Arna, you know, da. Man, sign up for the Speed Cosmo show. And just, you know, let us see what we can do. Because I know we can work some magic over here. But y'all ain't got no questions on cosmology? Well, you know, these brothers ready to drop gems.
Right. Yeah. I always try your best.
Exactly. That's really it.
Yeah. Phew. That's facts right there, sister.
That's it. Give you your best.
I got the greatest cosmologists in here. Don't say I ain't give y'all a chance to ask a cosmology question.
Relationship question? Some of y'all in relationships that y'all know. You like, it ain't going well, and I need clarity. Get clarity. That's what you gotta do. Get clarity so you can understand the energy. That's it.
Right. Shout those birthdays. See if y'all got a connection. And remember, it's your choice. You know, that's always our disclaimer. You know.
And that's the simple thing about cosmology. It's functioning and dysfunctioning.
Right.
You make that decision.
That's it.
All we doing is informing.
I swear. That I'm thinking, but nothing's Oh man. No, seriously, like, and like, I give a story, and I won't even, and I'll make sure to make it pretty clear. But I was talking to a brother. He said, "Brother, I need clarity on, you know, moving forward, what I need to do with my relationship." I said, "Okay." Gave a reading. Gave the report. And I said, "Brother, now listen. Just because of what I just told you does not mean you cannot make it work. You just have to have your climb. But that choice is you, and it can still be beautiful. And so, but here's what you got to do. You got to start building. You have to have a foundation, meaning your finances is not in order. Because I already did. I did your review. Your finances is not in order, and then you got to make a decision on what it is you want. I mean, I won't make a decision, and it blows my mind why you won't make a decision. So, point is that he was like, man, you know, he didn't said some things that he regretted, and it's like, see, you're not being mindful of how you're moving, how you're speaking, that you're making bad decisions. Now, asking, what can I do to win it back? And I'm like, listen, be honest, be transparent. Just say, hey, it was a mistake, and that's cool. Just own up to it. And then I think today or yesterday, person texted me, was like, yo, man, we got it worked out, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, thank you. And I said,
the truth will set you free.
That's it. So,
Ooh.
hold on, what did it say? Humor me and give me clarity relationship wise. Oh.
So humor you, give you clarity. Okay. Well, first thing I ask, what are the cards?
Birthday cards. Which one?
Right, I gotta know the cards. So,
because I think I know your cards.
I know Sister Nita cards.
And 10 of hearts. So 6 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 10 of hearts.
Yep.
Which what's the relate? If you want to do it offline, that's cool too. Um,
Right.
no pressure, no pressure. Whenever you ready. But no, I mean, does everybody realize that all relationships take effort? It's not a one-way street. And the minute that you realize that it does take effort on your part, and when you don't see it reciprocated, and you don't say nothing, hold on, what did somebody say? Oh, I don't want to go on that tangent real quick. For a 7 of diamonds Mercury card, what's the? Oh, we gonna get to that question a little bit later. Just hold on tight. So we gonna show this real quick.
Okay. So we got December 25th. Well, I know that's the okay. So that's the 6 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 10 of hearts.
2 of diamonds is a December 3rd birth card.
Mm-hmm.
2 of diamonds, December. Okay. What's the other two cards? I don't got my chart up. Okay.
I'm trying to get it now.
So 2 of diamonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sagittarius, right?
Yeah. So
Oh,
four. So
four.
count
So
four.
4. Sorry. I'm tripping. That's 4 of spades.
2 of diamonds, 4 of spades, and
And moon card. So to the right, 4 of clubs.
it's December 3rd. So you go to the
Oh, I'm tripping. I thought it was 2. To the right, Jack of spades.
Yep. Okay. So let's
Mm.
see. I'll start with the birth cards. Let me see. 2 of diamonds, 6 of hearts. What's 6 of hearts at?
It's like way right, from
Yeah,
the
they
corner.
both in the same. They both in the Mars row, but it's literally the opposite side of their moon card.
Right.
For that
So
They have a
okay. Yeah, they got
mutual Mercury.
but see 6 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, right?
Yep. 6 of
Okay,
hearts.
yeah. So mutual Mercury. So that means y'all got great communication. So mutual Mercury is great communication, commerce, planning together, or because like I said, it's perfection is always just an output too, but it's a mutual street rate with this energy. So it's either going to be great communication planning, or a lot of indecisiveness and swift events occurring. Uh, your his moon support, your moon support to him. So that means all his work. So fortunately,
I'm gonna mute out. I'm sorry.
so fortunately, one, he's a worker. Let's see, he got no heart. So he a 2 of diamonds, jack of spades for. Okay, y'all know. Well, All right. So disclaimer. All right, look, it's always when one person's missing an element, it's always gonna be an uphill climb. This is the formula that I learned from Professor Kojo. I gotta call him by his Professor Kojo. It's a formula I learned by him. So when one person is missing an element, it's gonna be an uphill climb. So in this case, this person has double the spade in it. He got the jack of spades and he got the 4 of spades. So that means he's a workaholic. And the neighborhood is in Mars for the jack and is in Jupiter for the 4. So that means he could be quite excessive when it comes to his entrepreneurial work, ventures, and things of that nature. You got the 6 of hearts. So you looking for the balance and emotional and physical touch too as well. So as a family business, and Simony broke it down well. He said, look, we have team meetings and you gotta treat the family, the marriage like it's a business. So you two will have to have a business meeting That way y'all can start to set goals. That way both energies are respected in nature. Now you're his moon support. So energy wise, you're either always giving support or he's giving support to you. This is actually a good as far as that dynamic, that's a good formula. It's not the other way around. So in that energy, it could go both ways, where you're giving support to him or he's giving support to you. Now, one thing you have to do is, because we talked about finances today, and I've seen this happen in relationships before, where the man or because remember I said $4. Some people are too frugal, but some people are too Uranus too. Some people are too sporadic and impulsive with works they go into. And since you're a Six of Diamonds, you have to be mindful, like, all right, because you're quite giving. Six of Diamonds, giving nature. Redistributing your finances and your energy, to other people. So you have to make sure that y'all having team meetings where it's like y'all setting the goals and y'all got a very clear picture. That way you don't feel like, a lot of debt, bills, and start to piling up, because that can happen too. So you got that energy. Yeah, both have diamonds. Let's see. Sister Heart. And the only other thing you have to make sure is like, okay, because he's gonna want to work, you gotta make sure that you are building up your willpower to like match that energy too, in a sense. That's why the disclaimer is, it could work out. You could make it work because you got the formula now. Now y'all know what your business, your family meeting is gonna be about. But you want to have those family meetings, because the disclaimer is it's going to be an uphill battle, but you can make it work by having those meetings and just making sure both parties' energies are respected in nature. Did that help? Oh, that bought
Yeah, I think that was good. Also, like, you gotta pay attention. Like, if you're not, if the person is not honest about, like, hey, like, I like to work. So if you don't work like I work, you look lazy to me. So, or it could be the other way. Like, the person has no fire, no ambition, no drive to do anything. And then you're looking like, damn, where's your drive? Like, is this it? Right? And then you also have to be transparent and honest and like, hey, like, I like having the small things, the romantic things done for me, or whatever, like, that, the small things that hearts get a kick out of. Like, if you can express that honestly where it's not too crazy, then it'll flow right. But you gotta communicate that. And I think that mutual Mercury can be that anchor to help with that situation. So those are just two energies to be aware of.
And keep in mind, 6 means balance. So make sure that balance is there in that communication, but also getting the work done. Like, I mean, having that double six there is like, okay, if my work ain't balanced, but my finances ain't balanced, and my health ain't balanced, and my emotions ain't balanced, then everything's gonna go out of whack. And then I know with that being that too, I mean, that's that partnership. So that conversation, that communication definitely needs to always be there. But I know, like, for instance, I like to always go to the elements, hence the name of the company. With diamonds, that deals with earth. So that definitely deals with eating properly, eating the correct things, putting the proper things in your body, um, making sure things is grounded. So making sure that if y'all are having certain conversations, maybe go outside and literally be in the elements, in the earth, and sit in the grass. Like, put a nice little blanket there, or maybe not, because you're actually touching the earth, and things just flow better for both y'all, because that's touching that diamond energy for both of them. But yeah, I mean, literally everything Brother Yogi mentioned. And then the top three things that I always like to bring up when it deals with relationships, because Chief said it best in his Power of Sex book: honesty, loyalty, respect. Those three things are there, you good to go.
Yep.
So there's a question on IG. For a Seven of Diamonds Mercury card, what's the best strategy for financing? Yogi? That's you, man.
It's my card. She said, "What's the best strategy for what?"
Finances.
Oh, when as she said, her Mercury card is a 7 of diamonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means she's a 7 of hearts.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
Okay, so she's a 7 of hearts. Your Mercury card is a 7 of diamonds. You need to be very, 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 very creative. That is 7 diamonds. 7 diamonds is unique in joining people together and group work too as well. They also very investor, and not only that, you probably do a lot of swift traveling. One thing you have to be mindful of though is you always spending money though swiftly too. You know, even on functional things. I'll say even if it's functional too, like I know some people probably go broke spend on, but I'm saying like you spend money, so and you're indecisive. If you're indecisive and got bad emotional attitudes about money, and you don't understand the nature of the 7 of diamonds between spirit and the mundane, the earth, the groundness. Like for me, I am a 7 of diamonds. So how I operate is, all right, I'm well connected when it comes to cosmology, the ethers, prayer, meditation, thought process. And then I take all of it and I bring it down to earth and I manifest it into things like Hidden Cosmic Village, Bear Cub Pirates, the cosmology, the app, the time. And 7 of Diamonds is always about bridging the gap. It's Neptune, so it's 12th polarity, so it always needs to be creative. You should think about traveling, planning travel, um, and just all of those things. Literally all of those things. Like, and working in relationships. 7 of Diamonds is in the earth, in the mundane, is Venus. So they're always around, they always should build great relationships. And you gotta learn to take your own advice. Because that's not dysfunction. We give the best advice, but we don't take our own best advice. So yeah, so you got as we think about those things. I hope that helped answer the sister question.
No, she said, yep. She confirmed it twice.
Okay, great. Anybody else got any questions? I know his class is long. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't even make you.
You good, man. You good. I'm not the one that's gonna make class long.
I guess we gonna get all the heat this time. If we make class long, I know people be like,
It's all good. We just making sure the people good. That's all.
yeah.
We here for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the first night in a long time I ain't put my children to sleep, so we good.
You a true.
Hey, just being honest.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna put it in the chat again just to flash it real quick. Y'all, this is the sign up for the intake for the Speed Cosmos show.
Yes.
Y'all like, I don't know, Coach. I don't know. I don't know. Can this work for me? It can. What about you? No pressure. What is that?
It will work, y'all. Y'all better sign up. I'm telling you, y'all better sign up. We gonna be there. It's gonna be turned. Then he got the form. We have all the rules. Well, I don't want to say rules, but we'll have all the instructions. You know, as far as what's to come. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be fun. You should sign up. If you don't sign up, don't come to us complaining about we ain't trying to. Like, look, I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I mean? Created a function. We got the powwow, and then we got the segment of the Speed Cosmo in it. We got you two things where you could mingle like a flamingo. Get with you.
Not like a flamingo.
Nah, it's gonna be great, y'all. I hope y'all sign up for sure.
Y'all ain't got no questions. Y'all must not. Y'all got it all figured out. That's cool too. Like I like to see that because like I want to see us graduate, right? Because what I really want to start talking about is like how we about to start taking over like these cities and these towns. Okay, we'll start with take over these unincorporated towns and nobody doing nothing with. And land is always the name of the game. He who has more land wins. Y'all remember Monopoly? Taxing everybody that doesn't step on the boardwalk. I'm like, God damn. $9.
Made sure I had the motels every time.
That's right.
I know people hate playing Monopoly with me.
That's how you win. That's how you win.
All my money on the houses and hotels.
That's how you win, though. Because the probability of somebody rolling and landing on it is very high. They trying to avoid it. They're like, I hope I
had my certain ones that I knew, and I was like, "Yep, I'm buying that." I watched them the first two. I don't give away my secrets, but I watched the first two, and I'm like, all right, I see probability now. All right, I'm gonna buy that one.
Oh, that's deals right there. If y'all play Monopoly, this really gets heated. Like Monopoly does get very.
Things do get heated, boy.
Very heated. Like I'm that petty motherfucker that won't sell. They're like, hey, you don't even need that piece. I'm like, so
you want it, so I'm gonna keep it.
I'm gonna keep it. I literally will go broke.
So that same way, you're like, nope, I ain't saying nothing. You only got one spot. I got everything else. So right. I got my little lot. I grow my watermelon on this little lot. I'm good.
Shut up. Y'all ain't got no question? I'm gonna ask one more time because I'm not about to ask no. Oh wait, same question for King of Diamonds. It says basically the same question is King of Diamonds and Mercury card. What is the best strategy for finance?
Oh, it's the same. It's the I want to say it's the exact same. King of Diamonds needs to master the science and art of business. So just to give y'all my card, I'm a 7 of Diamonds, a 9 of Spades, and a King of Diamonds. And so, as a King of Diamonds, I had to learn to look at the world and master the science and art of finances, business, economics, values, and all of those great things. And so, that's why y'all heard me today talk about bridging the gap between nostalgia and innovation. In other words, you gotta be able to listen to the world too, because I guess a good example is like, I don't know, like DC Comics. Like, I feel like they someone who doesn't listen to the world. Like, that's why none of their movies does good in the box office like that. Like, they fail at those things. Or Cartoon Network. Like, Cartoon Network has switched to very animation drawing that is not sitting well with nobody. I ain't just talking about the older. It's not sitting well with children who watch cartoons, and so their business is starting to go down. That's why I say you got to know when to be nostalgic, but you also got to know when to be innovative too. Like, don't be stupid. Like, don't try to avoid AI just because you hear all these conscious fools. Oh, AI is AI is saving a jurist a lot of time. Well, it took a jurist a good amount of time to do something. Now it's like, boom, you got it send that off. That's done.
That
You know what
whole
I mean?
PowerPoint was AI. The
Right.
graphic, I use Mid Journey.
I could tell.
I put in a nice prompt. And
Mhm.
it created the slides. Everything was AI.
See, you better. I'm telling y'all better get with it. You gonna
And AI, it come in handy. Like I said, I got 3 children. You might as well say I got 3 children. So time is never mine.
He said, "Never mind, man. It's supposed to be yours. You were saved."
Come in.
Nah, but yeah. I mean, hopefully that answers the question. Yeah, the King of Diamonds, Mercury. It's all about mastering just those finances and being being aggressive in business and planning. Because the cause and effect call for the King of Diamonds is 3 of clubs. You got to plan. You can't be indecisive. As a King of Diamonds, as I operate, I was never indecisive about who I wanted to bring on to my team. It was like, yo, that person got potential. I'm bringing them on. They roll. I know. They got potential. I think it looks like they know what they're gonna do. And you got to know. This is why I said perfection is an output and a result, both function or dysfunctionally. You got to know when to remove cancer too out the body.
Hold on.
So if you operating as a King of Diamonds and you're running a business, you have to know when to remove people too who could potentially bring down the business.
Yep. Hold on. Wasn't trying to ignore. I think we missed it. Okay. Spouse, the King of Diamonds, and I'm an Ace of Clubs. We both Cancer. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. King of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs. And you say you're both Cancer, so you the 3 of Hearts, and then you the King of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's your other card? What's your third? What's your
Birthday. Throw out a birthday.
right? I just need that third card. I'll see how look. All right.
So I was looking at too. I was like, I got they moon cards, but
I can tell you now, just off the 2 cards, you like to conversate and he like to work. He got the Mars, you got the Mercury. Like the Rose, you Ace of Clubs, so you got that question and like you always got that question. Like, you know what I mean? Even when you think you don't got that question, you got that question. So as the Mars, he operates. They both share the hearts, which is good. Oh, she said 3 of Hearts and 2 of what's that?
That's what. Hold on. What is that?
2x.
all right, 2 times.
Also, is it 3 hearts 3 times or 2 times? Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Sister Mia is a double 3 of Hearts. That's right.
Yeah. What about his cards though?
Yeah. What about what's his last third? What's his third card?
Go ahead. You was building on that communication.
Oh yeah, I was building on something. So y'all both share the hearts, which is good. You got the Ace of Clubs and you got the King of Diamonds. So one thing that's missing from you that y'all would want in y'all family meetings, business, making sure, or in his case, he will have to, he will facilitate if he's a master of his economics, finances, is making sure that the household understands the budget, how business operations should run and things of that nature. And it could work because you got the Ace of Clubs, so you always got a question that may spark something, that may spark that business idea, She said.
So it looked like 4 clubs would be his other card.
So the 4 clubs.
That's interesting.
1, 2.
So
Okay. Oh, they
King-
got Venus Mutual too. Then if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Yeah.
I said. That's interesting.
All right. Oh, and y'all got the clubs. Okay, so all right, that's missing out. This equation is the diamond, but that's easily
It's easily workable.
Yeah,
Cause
that's usually
Well,
workable.
he a king of diamonds, so it's in there. They missing that.
Yeah, and it could work because you always gotta if you harness your ace of clubs and always seek new knowledge and always have that question and you know y'all having that family meeting, you know that conversation, you might you got that potential to spark the idea in him. You know what I mean? Then y'all got the Venus Mutual. Y'all travel a lot. They travel a lot because that five of spades there. Five of spades represents like traveling, business trips, um, innovative work.
Mhm.
So yeah, y'all can actually work at that's a great team. Four of clubs, ace of clubs.
Yeah,
Um,
the communications they solid.
yeah, communication gonna be solid. Oh yeah, that works for him. That actually helps his king of diamonds in this nature of it.
Mhm.
Communication gonna be there. Y'all take some business trips. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Traveling, a lot of leisure time. As far as work, like y'all can incorporate your teamwork into your actual work.
Yeah, see, they travel a lot. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Coach just say, Coach knows, Coach already got all the intel. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm for real. Y'all, listen, man. Just know the cards. Write it down. Study them. Somebody said May 21st.
So
Man,
Jack
I'm making us work today. Jack
yeah, okay. Let's see, May 21st. What card that is, y'all?
Jack
Jack
of Clubs,
Clubs. And then,
that young genius.
yeah. Okay.
Young Genius, the communicator. All right, so, well, what's your question? Since you just put it up, what you want me to read your cards? Want me to?
Because is that Taurus or is that Gemini?
What was that?
Is that Taurus or Gemini?
It should
That
be
is,
third polarity. It should be.
yeah, that's Gemini, third polarity, Miss Gemini. Yeah.
So then that'll be what, double nine of diamonds?
Yeah.
Yep. So okay, so Jack Clubs, double nine diamonds. Woo, you better. I need you to protect your thoughts, sister. I need you to go back into it. If you ain't watched this whole video, I need you to watch this whole video again. So you can see how you need to definitely control your thoughts. Because Jack and Clubs people, they very versatile in thinking. And you either gonna think your financial completion or you gonna think your financial loss. If you a double nine of diamonds, so it's double impact on it. And so the key to it all is you gotta learn the science and art of like completing in a mundane sense, completing finances. Like, closing the deal, basically what I'm saying. Like, what's the dude named Cardone? I forgot his name, but
I'm talking about Grant Cardone.
yeah, after his name, he wrote the little books on but let me get y'all Jim, like if y'all work with y'all cards properly, like that's like you can learn how you complete financial deals in the sense like if you get around the clubs, like let's say you around somebody as the king of clubs, they could hypnotize they can hypnotize you to buy something, you know.
I mean, good like clubs. If you're really tapped in, you can really make somebody do something, and they're not even aware. Like that's the hypnotism. It's cause like the words are just penetrating their mind. They're like, damn, I ain't never heard that. Where did you hear that? How did you learn that? I want to know what you know. And then you're like, God.
Yeah, right.
At that point. So, but it's a really good skill. I mean, each element has its own strength. Diamonds, and I've never known a functional diamond to never not have money, even if they're broke.
But he's not lying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Diamonds always got money. They always got money. Some kind of way.
Stashed away, somebody owed them from way back when, and they just popped up here. I forgot I owed you this money. Like, damn, I forgot about that. Where did that come from?
Yo,
that's the joke I make with my wife. She attended diamonds, and I'd be like, "You stay with money, some kind of way." She always, "Oh, I forgot this was in my pocket. $100 bill you forgot was in your pocket."
Yo, it be like that sometimes. No,
I
I be
swear to
like,
God.
man, I didn't know he was there. I was just.
Swear.
Meanwhile, I'm over here got to do all this work and work and work. But it's
Oh,
cool. Cool.
Yo, that's what I got tilt $100 by an old lady. I don't even know why. She tipped me $100.
Diamonds,
She was
seven
like,
of
"Stay
diamonds.
here." I was like, "Man, I hope she ain't expecting nothing else." Look, I ain't.
Shut up.
That's
Shut
seven
up.
of diamonds and king of diamonds.
That's it. So, yeah, Kojo, right? When you learn, like the hearts, they connect to you. They can
Yeah.
move you too. Don't
Emotions.
let
They gonna woo
hearts
you.
are
Gonna woo you.
hypnotists too. They
Yeah.
could.
Well, I'll call that magnetism, right? Like,
Okay, yeah.
I
we,
watch
we, can, we can pull people in. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
My son's he a 5 of hearts, and my stepmom is a 10 of hearts. When I say he already had a costume, but he talked her into buying another costume, so now he got 2 costumes, and I'm like, man, that 5 of hearts, man, he leaned on it. He told her happy birthday.
That's love. That's
Yeah, that's
consideration.
And then he laid in, I want this toy, that toy, that toy. Next thing you know, what size he wear? Mama, he really don't need nothing. What size he wear? I didn't ask you what he need. You right. You right.
Give. You know,
Heart, man.
you ask a little bit, but you give. I mean, it's a very nurturing, giving energy that people like to be around that because it's good energy. People like who doesn't like being in a nice, clean jacuzzi?
right.
Ain't cold. It's just white and it's just bubbling. That's literally what hearts do. Come sit in my jacuzzi.
That's right.
So, and then
We got some cosmology gems for y'all tonight.
What else?
All that help with finances. All that helps. Cause I definitely stay with money. Even when I'm broke, I definitely stay with money somehow. Like,
Them diamonds, y'all always got it.
Diamonds, we spreading seeds. That's basically what I just be spreading seeds. Like, you know, what's his name? Johnny Appleseed. Just spreading seeds. I'm like, well, I hope it sprouts to something, you know. But you know, I ain't got time to worry about it. Got to do other work to do, you know, trade energy. So I have to be spreading. And then I'm like, oh, damn, that's a tree. Let me go ahead and pull that, and then replace it somewhere else and start spreading some more. You know, that's literally what I do. I'm like, man. So it just, you know, it just looks like we ain't got the money, but we always got the money. It just spread it somewhere else.
But sometimes it ain't even about finances because it could be them gems. I know Brother Yogi, he'll drop a gem in the chat sometime, and I'll just be like, thank you. I need it.
Value.
Please, can I have more? So
yo, you,
Literally. Value.
yo, but y'all see the I guess just the spades too. Spades is willpower. Spades is work, fire, and self-initiated mind control. So
That's that black
every
magic.
day.
That's that black magic, baby.
That's
that
the
black
black
mirror. Stare in this mirror. I'm serious, man. That's magic. That's literally the magic touch.
it is magic to us. Sydney don't know. Every time Sydney, I'll be like, man, I hope our conversation lasts a good past an hour or two. Cause he don't know the magic. I'd be like, you think I'd be like, no, you be adding to the values. Trust me. I'd be like, yo, he working that spade magic right now. That's crazy. He even thought of this right here. Like, yo. I told him all the time, I'd be like, man, you completed that already? Yo, he be completing stuff. I'd be like, yo, you completed that already?
Hey man, I've been inspired by y'all, man. Been inspired. See, that's what we talked about earlier. You get in a community, like-minded, flowing, working, functioning. Work good every time.
Yes, sir.
Y'all been inspiring me. It felt good seeing y'all a few weeks back. So
Woo! Man, that was fun, man. That was literally
that was some good energy.
That's it. Ooh, let's get it.
Y'all got questions in the chat? Somebody said total manifestation $9. Whatever you put out there. Yup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you put out there, you complete that joint.
Literally. What else y'all got? Let me see. Oh, I know we already said it, but I gotta remind y'all. Listen, y'all, we got Arkansas coming up. I know y'all like Coach. Like you done already brought it up, but I know. But October the 19th, free event. Come learn about Arna. Come learn about how to understand your political status and how that impacts your finances, your family's future, your economics, your health overall. We'll talk about health. We'll talk about cosmology. We'll talk about all that stuff. And we'll have food.
Yes.
We'll have food. Now, it won't be no 3-course meal, but we'll have food. You can get an assessment on your health and really figure out if, and this is my test. And those who are in Arna, you already know. If you really are on code, following the diet, get a bioscan done. Prove it.
Those bioscans tell you everything.
Prove it.
Tell you.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Y'all be like, yeah, breathe. I'm doing the fast. But then when I do the scan, I'm like, are you really doing it though? And that's really a challenge to just so that Spades also put that heat. It's that pressure, that fire to do better. Like, so you want to do better. And so the whole purpose of it is really for you. I know you're like, man, I know. And I just want y'all to understand. So you can get that done too.
It's a free bioscan on top of that. Like, that's crazy.
Had a free event. Y'all don't want the diamonds. That's cool. Because it can be retracted. Nah, man, we do it for the people anyway. So, no questions in the chat. I see Mastermind. Yeah, Mastermind literally creating a whole network effect with the Mastermind. Literally.
Mastermind Comics.
Hold on now.
Speaking of, brother Kojo, I saw you got some you got some I don't know. I don't like to say figurines, but I think I saw that on your page. Mastermind Comics got some.
Yeah.
Action figurines.
I think I seen that.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
So we do it. We do it all types of sizes, right?
Make sure I get my collector's item.
Right. And we got the Namataga one right here. Look at this one on the turtle.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, I need that one.
It's just crazy.
Like crazy right there. It's like crazy.
That's part of the creativity, y'all. Oh, somebody said they can't see. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Maybe it's the camera because I'm not on the right camera today. I'm on the camera that is on my laptop. But anyway, there's more stuff that we're doing. I mean, listen, y'all didn't come to the last year's Power Hour, but we got the board game that Mr. Yogi's coming through with. Like, it's gonna be a dope fucking game, y'all. Like,
yeah, Galactico. Yeah, y'all come to the Power Hour, y'all gonna get the first exclusive look at Galactico at the Power Hour.
Ooh, y'all gotta be there. And then I know y'all do a lot of stuff, right? So y'all got a book y'all coming out with, right? Children's book, Cosmology, right?
Yes, we do. Shout out to the team, Brother Sidney, Sister Lazakia. We definitely got a children's book coming out. It's gonna be powerful. Shout out to Jupiter Pot.
Hey. Walk. See him up.
Yeah.
We got the heat coming out of Hawaii, Region 6. What's the game about? The game is about... It's a cosmology game. It's a game that is ordinance. It creates a better dynamic than what Monopoly offers. Monopoly only teaches you low vibration. When I say low vibration, I don't mean like in dysfunctional like sense. I just mean low vibration. It teaches you get the property, bankrupt your opponent, and you win. Galactico, we are switching up the game. The game is about cosmology. It's a cosmology game. It teaches you the steps you can create. It teaches you teamwork. It teaches you a lot of things. You could go high vibration. You could climb the 102 stairs to win the game, or you could go low vibration. You could bankrupt your opponents, own the universe, and become one with the light, and you can win that way too. It's the first game where you got two ways to win. It's the first game that implements teamwork. It's the first game that would knock out Monopoly and all of the games they own. It become the best game on the market. Believe it.
Ooh, let's go.
Yes,
Let's go. Come to the power, y'all.
Y'all better go to that powwow. You got some heat coming out of Region 6.
Stay coming with the heat. What is it? There was something that I wanted to mention on top of that. So now this board game, this children's book, will people be able to purchase it so that they can utilize this stuff at home?
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You'll be able to purchase it. So all that we'll have it out to the public.
Yeah, finalizing some things on the back end, and then will be all over your timelines.
Oh, snaps. Let's go. Let's go.
We working on book number 3 right now with the children's book. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Telling y'all, unity.
it's a beautiful thing.
You get a lot of stuff done. But I know some of y'all, I know y'all like, finally. I know I haven't hit y'all with some of these clips, but sometimes y'all think y'all need a reminder. So let me hit you with the clip.
They bind to each other to become more intelligent.
All right? Some of y'all forget it. That's the whole point.
Coach, you got every clip for every.
We do. I low key been waiting on one. I was like, he gonna hit it.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit us one. I was like, yo, he about to hit us with one. That's why I paused a little. I was like,
Yeah, you know, gotta, you know.
I just knew I was gonna get a Soldier Boy in this class. At least one.
You know, I was trying to let y'all do it. You know, I just didn't know how to flow, but you know, we'll do it. We'll do it
Next time.
Oh, God. Here's the thing, right? And you know, if there's no questions, we are not going to continue to like chatter y'all's earbuds. But if y'all want to stay here, we can chat. I may fall asleep because you know I like sleeping. So I may walk off from the camera and let the gods take care of it, you know. But you know, no, we in this together. So here's the thing: cosmology. I know y'all like, isn't it like astrology? It is not. Astrology comes from cosmology, which comes from the Zolkin calendar, which your people created, literally. And you're not utilizing the tools that are afforded to you because you had somebody who pioneered it, discovered it, Chief Ali, and brought it to you, and you're not taking full advantage of it. I remember at one point in time you could get all 3 courses for like $100. There was like a crazy deal special. It was some ridiculous. I was like, ain't nobody doing it? Nope. Matter of fact, some people let it lapse. They never finished it. And so now they have to like, oh, so do I have to? Yes, you may have to pay at this point. Because you never completed it. It's just like university, y'all. If you don't finish the coursework, you don't enroll in classes, they will eventually boot you out. So my point is we keep saying it, utilize your cosmology, take action, watch your thoughts, watch your words, watch your habits, and really get serious about building families, Get involved in your local jurisdictions. Like, man, local jurisdictions. This is how we solve a lot of these issues. Oh.
Right.
You can't be lazy in this, bro. Like, we have people that come in the army.
In Atlanta.
Oh man, waiting on me to open a local jurisdiction. Man, get your ass out here and open up a local jurisdiction for the sake of the survival of your race.
All right. I'm done.
Simply said.
Simply said. Salute on that.
So, all right, y'all. I don't see any questions. We appreciate y'all's attention today. We appreciate y'all's attention for class. Thank you, the gods, for coming through with the heat. Y'all did great. Definitely. Hold on. If the people wanted to donate to you tonight, what's y'all's cash app? I'm gonna throw that up there. You know, I always gotta do that. What's y'all's cash?
I let somebody go. Want to drop yours?
So I had to find it.
Oh,
He
goodness.
said I gotta find it. Woo.
Okay. Mastering the elements, right?
Definitely go to the website. Definitely go to the website. Get a reading done. It's a lot more accurate than astrology, like the brother said.
Thanks.
And then walkaid.fun, right? Mastering the elements, right? .com? Am I tripping?
Said it right there.
Walkaid.
How you say it is how you spell it. Made it simple.
Let's go.
Okay, that's fun. Then if y'all want to donate,
When
you
they
can
said
donate to Walk World 7. It's $ Walk World 7. Y'all know I'm a diamond, so I don't remember. I remember all my
That's what I was like. I know, Simi. He's like, it's cool. Just go to the website.
Yeah, just go to the website. It's all gonna take care of itself.
But a diamond, we always plowing the ground for a good seed to plant.
I want to put in that work. So that's that spade energy. I want to put in the work. I want y'all to see why I deserve it. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be back. You're gonna be back.
Already.
How it is.
Oh, and then all right, so this is my last thought, I promise.
Okay.
ACV does, because a lot of people seek advice. A lot of people take advice and they turn it into gossip, slander, defamation. ACV now has a hotline advice contract that you all can sign. So if you need advice on a particular matter, sign that contract and we will provide that advice to you.
Yeah. Chatty Patty got nothing out of it, okay? What they got was a gigavolt. So just be careful, y'all. I'm not for real. Like, just to hone in, like, really just, if you can't say it to their face, why even talk about it? So anyway, that was a good thought to end it on. Y'all have any other thoughts to end this on?
No, sir.
Remember, go to the mastertheelements.com and walkaid.fun, y'all.
Get it.
You won't regret it, because what we hate to see you do is this.
You don't know, baby D. You don't know. That's why you're looking at me, because you don't know, baby D.
You telling us we don't know, but we do know. And we can tell you how you can know. Anyway, we love y'all. We'll see y'all for next class. I know y'all like it.
What?
We'll see y'all next class. Appreciate y'all's attention. And if y'all have a particular topic y'all want us to cover, we can do that. Just let us know. And we'll see y'all next class, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.